So whenever I leave the house, guys, I get quite anxious about something going wrong and us getting maybe robbed or something like that. And I've been thinking a lot about home surveillance. So today TP-Link has sent over their Kasa Spot indoor security camera. So today we're going to put it through its paces and see how easy it is to set up. Alrighty guys, so let's get into it, maybe do a quick recap of this product and what it does. So this is a indoor security camera which just simply connects over Wi-Fi and I'm assuming has a power input as well. So some of the quick features: 1080p HD vision, also has night vision, two-way communication. I'm quite interested to see how that's going to work. You can basically get a whole bunch of products which are part of the Kasa range, from which I'm assuming Kasa is kind of, is it Spanish for home. I've been given the nod. Don't want to associate the wrong word with the wrong language and wrong people. But this camera does support different languages. So if you are in another country and you want to buy these, you can talk to it in Portuguese, French, Czech, a bunch of different languages. What it says in the box is keep an eye on your things with Kasa Spot. Set multiple activity zones and receive instant alerts and snapshots when motion or audio is detected. Stream live video on your smartphone, Alexa or Google Assistant. So I think you can actually do things like Google or Alexa. Maybe you can say a command and it will show you what's going on in that room of the house with the camera. You can set up little activity zones, so you can draw like a virtual square in an area of your house, and if something gets into that zone, you'll get an alert for it. Crystal clear HD video, a 130-degree wide angle view, night vision, I've already said that, cloud services, so you can subscribe to an optional cloud service like, I think TP-Link might have their own one, or Google, or whatever you want to use, and store your footage there. It doesn't say anything about storing it on your own computer, but I'm assuming you can do that. There is a live view, obviously, 4 customizable activity zones, I said, and two-way talk. So let's get it out of the box and see how easy this thing is to set up. So I think that's really their main selling point, is the ease of use. So I might just try and do this on camera as much as possible so you guys can see. I've not set up anything like this before. This is honestly just my first impressions, thoughts, all that kind of stuff. It does come with a 3-year warranty, so that's quite comforting. You don't want to get something and then it dies in 6 months or a year or whatever it might be, and then you don't have any help. So has a little instruction card here. Download the Kasa app, power it up, add to Kasa, which I'm assuming is part of the app, because Kasa is the app, they say. And then if you need some help, there's a little link on the back of the card. We've got a little, don't know what this is. It's like a little sticker, and it's like maybe something to go for the camera. We'll have a look at that later. Warranty information, safety information, and Australia and New Zealand limited warranty. So we have, what's in this packet here? I don't even know. Oh yeah, so simple little power brick. So this is the Australian one. Looks like it powers off USB, which is quite nice. Not a huge power brick. And then we've got the camera. So let me just get this out of the bag. Is there a special way? No, I'm just gonna rip it. Rip it and dip it. Rip it and stick it. Cool, so that's the camera. So pretty small. It looks like it's got some mounting points here as well. So if you maybe want to mount it in the corner of a ceiling or something like that. It's pretty simple looking. Looks like there's a speaker on the back, obviously. And then you've got these little holes at the front, which I'm assuming one would be for your microphone. And then maybe the other ones are for like infrared sensors or something. So I'll sit that there. What else we've got in here? So in the box, I'll chuck that on the floor. Got like a pretty long USB cable. So I'm assuming, pick that up. We've got a, what's this? Little Velcroed up USB cable. I don't know if you actually need to have this. Oh no, it's attached. So you've got a micro USB there, and then this cable unravels. How long do you reckon that is? 5 meters? 3 meters? I think it's 5. I don't think it's 3. But it's pretty long. You reckon 3. Okay, she's saying 3. So I'm assuming what happens is you get the cable, plug it into the power, plug in the power point, and then the other end goes into the camera. So it actually is really, really simple. So on the camera, there's like, I don't know if you can show it on camera, I'll try my best. There's like a little notch here, like a little cutout. So you basically just get the cable and you plug that in. Try and do that. Come on. Come on, have I got it in the right way? I think so. Oh, this is really difficult. There we go. So I got it in, cable's in, quite simple. And then that just then plugs into your USB port. So before I go ahead and power it up, what we might do is download the app and then we'll power it up and then we'll see how it looks. So might just cut for a second. Alright, so we're back. I've downloaded the app from the App Store. I had to quickly create an account, which took all of about 30 seconds. So you can just set up one with your email account. And now we're in the app and I've got the camera powered on, so that's just plugged into the power point. And so up in the top right hand corner of the app, you just click the little plus button. And when you do that, it says, what do you want to add? You click a device and then it gives you categories. So they'd have a whole bunch of stuff actually. I didn't realize they had all this stuff, but they've got cameras, smart plugs, smart bulbs, switches, routers, sensors, all kinds of stuff. But we're going to do camera. So cameras, and then hopefully we pick our camera. So they've got 4 cameras. Our one is the Kasa Spot. So we'll tap on that. Make sure it's plugged in. It's asking me to check it. Yes, it is. Press next. It's also saying to make sure you have a strong Wi-Fi signal, which we do. So we click next. Check the LED light. Look at the front of your camera. Is the LED blinking orange and green? It is. So we're going to say orange and green. It's a pretty cool app. It's been really well thought out. It's very clear instructions. Go to your iPad settings and join your Kasa Spot Wi-Fi network. Return to Kasa to continue setup. So we're going to jump out of the app. We're going to go to the settings and we're going to go to Wi-Fi. FYI, our Wi-Fi is called the Cones of Dunshire. If you know what that means, leave a comment down below. It's pretty cool. Our cam is showing up as a Wi-Fi spot, so we click on Kasa Cam. It's an unsecured network. There's no password. You just tap on it, wait for it to connect. Now I've got a notification from Kasa, so we're going to tap on that, and it says connecting to Kasa Spot. This might take a few minutes to establish a connection. Done. It literally took a second. So now it says we found the following Wi-Fi networks for your Kasa Spot. Recommended network is the Cones of Dunshire, which is our network. So we're going to tap on that, enter the password for the Cones of Dunshire. So I guess what we're doing now is we're kind of joining the Kasa Spot camera to our home Wi-Fi connection. So click join, connecting Kasa Spot to your home network. Exactly what I thought. This might take a few minutes, so just be patient. So we're just kind of watching on the screen here, it's spinning around. Spinning. There we go. Okay, so it's finally connected. It looks like it's connected. It showed up. It's still spinning. Still spinning. Still spinning. Might need to cut here. Name your device. What should we name it? I'll name it I Spy. I Spy with my little eye. Press save. Enable activity notification. So obviously, if you want to be notified when something is getting into that zone of the house or that part of the yard or wherever it is, driveway, garage, you want notifications. Mount your camera. I actually realized what this little yellow sticker is for. It's a little stencil. So on the bottom of the camera, there is like mounting points there. They actually include little, I think they're like screws so you can mount it onto a wall. So you would stick this on your wall, drill into those holes, put your little mounting points, and then you know where you've got to mount the camera to. So that's why that's there. I'll do the mounting of the camera later though. We're not going to do that now. You've configured your Kasa Spot and it's ready for use. Sounds good. Alright, so in the app we've got the I Spy. It says updating firmware. Update. Might take a few minutes. So we might have to cut here again. But considering that I've seen a lot of other security systems where you have to get like a DVR, like a recorder, and then you've got to have an electrician come and run cables, and it's a whole situation. This is extremely simple. As far as pricing on this particular thing, I'll leave a link on where to buy this down below, but if we look at the Kasa Spot, and I think this one is the model like KC100 or something. Let's have a look. KC100. KC100. How much do you think it goes for, Alexandra? 50 bucks? Higher?
Yeah, like $199.
$199. You would be surprised to know that you can buy this for, it says here, let's have a look. Newegg Australia, which is an online electronics retailer, $82.50 plus $25 delivery. So about 110, 120 bucks, which is pretty good. And it's got a 4.3 star rating. So that's pretty good. All right, so I've just come back to the app. The update is now complete. So hopefully we can see the device. If I click the green button, it actually does privacy mode, which means I think it disables the lens. So if I just tap on the camera, oh yeah. So now I'm going to turn off the screen recording, and I'm going to show Alexandra, hopefully out of frame, what the camera sees. So it's pretty wide angle. It's kind of like a fisheye sort of situation. So it gives you a really wide range. The quality is decent, but it's like a live view situation. So that's pretty cool. If I talk to it, can I talk to it? Oh yeah, sure. Alexandra just had a good idea of showing the camera back at me. So maybe I'll screen record this part and you guys can see what I'm being... You can see how the camera looks. That makes sense? Alright, so there's me, guys. Hello, hello. If I press the microphone, can I speak to it? Maybe not. Guys, so we're back. I've spent a little bit of time playing around with the app and the camera, and overall I'm quite impressed. The quality seems quite good. There's a cool microphone feature where if you hold down the microphone button, you can actually say whatever you want to say, I guess, to your iPad or iPhone, and whatever you're saying comes out of the speaker on the camera. So that's a pretty cool feature. The quality is fine. It's absolutely perfect for surveillance, home security, that kind of stuff. If you want to record a certain, I guess, moment, it does save it to your iPad's little camera app, or the Kasa app I should say. It stores it on the iPad itself. I didn't have to use any subscription, but that's an optional thing. One or two things that I might have to come back to and maybe do a part 2 on is I couldn't see easily how to drag and set up the activity zones. Maybe it's an iPhone thing and I'm doing it on an iPad. So maybe that's one of the issues. And also once I got the preview window up and I was watching what was happening through the camera live, I couldn't really see an easy way to exit that view mode and get back to the dashboard of the Kasa app, which is where you would go and manage other things like light bulbs and sensors and range extenders and that kind of stuff. So maybe that's, again, something that I have to explore a little bit more with the iPad and compare it to the features on an iPhone. But other than that, it does exactly what it says it will do. I'm sure those features are there. It's just maybe not something that I'm seeing on the iPad right now. But I would definitely recommend this to you guys. Really simple to set up for those of you who need some security and maybe don't have a lot of knowledge in that particular area. So thanks for TP Link for sending out the camera. I'll definitely be using it. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below. If you want to know where to buy it, I'll leave links down below for that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Bam! Keep that.